This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Welcome to another episode of Lightly Used. I think it's number 21 this time.
It is 21.
I've got the number correct. Hooray me! Welcome to our little space of nonsense. What have you been up to, Adam?
Not sleeping. I'm absolutely fucking tired this episode.
Nookin Fackered.
Sorry in advance.
That's alright.
I might not be awake enough to record the end of the show.
I have to do the outro and everything all on my own.
Yeah.
I'll just get you snoring in the background.
Well, I'll say what's coming up, and I've got everything out on the desk, so I'll just leave you to pick up from there.
Alright, so I'm doing Lightly Used news this time round.
It could possibly be. I can't guarantee I will still be awake.
I will let you off with the sleepiness, because I'm a bit sleepy too. It's been a busy week.
Yeah. Now, you doubted as well, you thought I was winding you up, about knowing Gareth Gwynn.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm so not over it podcast. So I had to show you. Oh, I didn't have to, but I insisted. I was going to show you photographic proof and a video. This is the best. A video story of us from when we shared a flat, told by Gareth as a Muppet.
It was brilliant.
I even left the room. I came back and corroborated the story with some additional boring details, and also shared a story about the fire alarm going off when we shared a flat.
Oh my god, that was so funny. That video cracked me up so hard. But it's really funny because I did believe you when you said you shared a flat with Gareth Gwynn. But then, you know, when someone tells you something and then you think about it 6 months later and it randomly comes up in podcast conversation and you think,
he's got a history of bullshit.
Did he tell me that before? Am I making this up? Did he really live with Gareth Gwynn? So yes, I had to ask. And then, of course, me saying, no, I believe you wasn't satisfactory enough, so you did have to get your video out. But I'm so glad you did because it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he told the story much better than I did. Also, correction, the last Blockbuster, it's in Bend, in Oregon.
Oh, yes, that's right. Where were we talking about?
Boulder is in Colorado.
Oh.
But yeah, the last Blockbuster in Bend, in Oregon.
There we are. Well, it was the right letter.
Yeah, B. Coming up on the show today. In Lightly Used news, Johnny Turnip and his knights continue their quest to Llandovery. We close our eyes and try and work out what mystery item each other's brought in Tat In The Box. We've got a new game to play today as well.
We do.
We've got Puzzle Panic.
Courtesy of my sister and brother-in-law for Christmas last year. Thank you very much.
Oh, we've definitely put it to some good use today.
Have.
And also my choice of book for Bibliotat, because of Unprepared and Tired. It's the first of my emergency books.
Well,
I was bragging a few weeks ago that I had emergency books. I'm too prepared to need them, but they're there just in case. Oh, Christ, I need them.
But that's why they're there. I mean, at least you've got emergency books. I've never even had that much forethought. I pick a book on the Friday before we record the day before, and that's why they're usually short and full of pictures.
Yeah, I'll be finding out for the first time what caught my interest when I looked through it a few months ago.
I haven't touched this book for 6 months, but there are some post-it notes in it.
We're all in for a surprise today, listeners.
Hooray!
For Lightly Used news, we turn once again to the Abergavenny Chronicle from Tim Butters on Monday the 8th of July 2024. Abergavenny man claims he can talk with the dead. After spending 3 nights and 3 days in Llandovery, an Abergavenny man remains convinced he can converse with the dead. I'm a man of many talents, but I didn't think I was natural medium, explained semi-professional paranormal investigator Johnny Turnip. But after my stint in Llandovery, I'm convinced that not only do the dead walk amongst us, but with a little gentle persuasion, they can be persuaded to open up and let us know what life is like on the other side. Previously, on the advice of a mysterious stranger, Turnip had gathered together a posse of knights to travel to Llandovery in the hope that he could find a clue to the final resting place of the legendary King Arthur. Turnip explained, Llandovery is not exactly a bucket list destination, but when you're on a mission to resurrect the once and future king and save the world from the forces of darkness, you can't be picky. Anyhow, as Nanny Annie horror show Turnip always said when catching the bus to Bryn Mawr, it's not about the destination, but the journey. Having said that, the journey is pretty boring. Me, Big Tony, Fast Eddie and JFK Jones had to listen to Puerto Rico Paul whinge about how the kids today just don't get his Simon Le Bon tribute act. He moaned on about how they're all too busy filling their face with Botox, getting crap tattoos and watching influencers cook on TikTok to appreciate the edginess and avant-garde talent of a band like Duran Duran. Don't generalise, I said to him. Generation X may have had better music, style, attitude and social skills, but we can't give up on the youngsters. Once I get my hands on Excalibur, I'll build a new Nirvana. Don't you mean Utopia? Said JFK Jones. What? I replied. Never heard of them. Sounds like a lame Britpop band to me. That shut the mouthy tart up, and as Ed Sheeran came on the radio, Puerto Rico Paul puked up a little blood. However, he soon recovered, as Big Tony shoved his Nevermind CD in, and we were soon all singing along enthusiastically to Smells Like Teen Spirit as we entered the town of Llandovery, or as I like to call it, the Ashtray of Wales. Turnip told the Chronicle that after parking up in the car park by the castle, they did what they always do when entering a new town or city: drink themselves senseless. He explained, you can't beat the feeling of walking into an unfamiliar pub in the day with your mates, lining up around and getting on a session. After a few hours, we'd forgotten we're even in Llandovery. Big Tony even had a game of pool with locals. They looked a bit dodgy to me though, so I refused to speak to them, and just bleated like a sheep every time they looked my way. They soon got the message, and left as Fast Eddie pulled out his harmonica and we started singing Dirty Old Town by the Pogues. Turnip added, after being thrown out of the pub, we all slept in the castle grounds that night by the statue of Llywelyn ap Gruffydd. In the morning, I woke up with a sore head and a dry mouth, but I hadn't received any visions of the Welsh prince about where King Arthur was buried. After a brief discussion with the boys about what to do next, we hit the pub again.
I was waiting for that.
Ended up sleeping in the castle grounds again. Ended up hungover again. Turnip explained, the horror of being in Llandovery was forcing us to drink ourselves into oblivion every day, and we had to break the cycle. It was on day 3 that Big Tony suggested we take a trip to the nearby Llynbrian Dam and Reservoir to get our heads right for the quest. Turnip explained, after a full English and 5 pints each to steady our balance and restore equilibrium, we set off in the Bedford Rascal and spent the day looking at the water and trying not to get on one another's nerves. If you've never been to Llynbrian, it's worth a visit just because it's got Europe's biggest overflow pipe. Big Tony said he used to go kayaking down there in his inflatable back in the day, but he's a bit porky for that sort of thing now. When we were there, the overflow was dry as dust. Fast Eddie made the outrageous claim once he skateboarded down there in similar conditions. Even though Eddie's very athletic and has got low centre of gravity because technically he's a pygmy, I still think he was lying out of boredom. Nevertheless, the seeds of some sort of crazy challenge had been sown. Spying some nearby shovels discarded by some lazy council workmen, Puerto Rico Paul suggested we could race to the bottom of the overflow on them. Turnip added, as we grabbed the shovels and jumped onto the concrete, some official busybody in high vis shouted, "Oi, get back here, you can't do that." Puerto Rico Paul just stuck up his 2 fingers and roared, "We're Gen X, baby, the party never ends." Whooping like Apache braves, we all did a weird little war dance before sitting on the shovels. Turnip told the Chronicle that as they set off on the shovels, they soon picked up speed, and the whooping came to an abrupt end. As ashen-faced and silent, they clung to the hardwood sticking between their legs for dear life, and waited for the ride to end. Turnip explained, we all hit the pool of water at the bottom in one piece, apart from JFK Jones. He slammed into the concrete before hitting the water and sort of bounced a bit before rolling into the pool. Big Tony fished him out, but apart from a few bruises and a messed up ankle he couldn't put any weight on, he was okay.
Very lucky.
Puerto Rico Paul, on the other hand, hadn't physically hurt himself, but he was hyperventilating and having some millennial-style panic attack. We made a point of ignoring it until it passed, and then I said, well, that was a bit of fun, but time to get back to Llandovery and carry on with the quest. Knights, on me. Turnip explained. As we walked back up the overflow in single file with Big Tony carrying JFK Jones, who was fading in and out of consciousness with pain, the guy in high vis was having a go, but you could see from our demeanour and the way Fast Eddie suddenly started doing spontaneous karate moves that he needed to leave us the hell alone. We had a world to save, and a dead prince to talk to. No Jobsworth was going to interfere with that. To be continued.
Excellent. Time is it?
It's that time again.
It is.
Yeah.
It's my favourite time.
Time for me to close my eyes.
It's your favourite time. It's time for...
Give me the claps.
Tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box, tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box.
It's your turn to close your eyes and guess first, and I think I'm finally in with the chance of you not actually guessing it immediately for a change.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to this.
All right.
Right, my
Are you
eyes
ready?
are closed. I am ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, nice.
My fingers are tingling. My palms are
Right,
not too sweaty.
In the original packaging, it is unopened. I'm kind of concerned about what you're going to think it is, but
Oh. Well, I know it's not your Batmobile.
I'll put it that way so it's facing you. There we go. It's put your hand on the desk.
Oh.
Yes, that's why I was concerned what you're going to think it is.
Oh. Feeling its entire length isn't making it any less phallic. Oh. Adam. What the fuck is this?
Yes, you're not guessing it.
This feels like anal beads.
It's definitely not that.
And
But
that
if you open
feels
your eyes
like
and
a
see the
dildo.
colour, it isn't going to help either.
Is it green or something?
No.
Okay, so it's got a nipple on the end of a sausage. I thought I was going to go, ah!
You did? I heard that.
I did do that. And then I was going to go, it's the hot dog from the hot dog movie. But I don't know if it is. But it feels like a pepperami man.
The one voiced by Seth Rogen in Sausage Party.
Yeah, that's the one. Feels like one of those. Or a pepperami man. Is it one of those or a pepperami man?
That's not how the games...
Okay.
It's up to you to decide what it is.
That feels facial featurey. It's long, like a sausage. It's malleable. It's not too erect. Sorry, engorged. No, sorry, stiff. It's definitely got two arms. There's some sort of label in there that I'm not going to squeeze too hard because I don't want to break it. And those feel like feet on the end of legs.
So it's got some chubbage, but not completely turgid.
Pepperamis don't have a thing on the end, though. I'm going with sausage party.
Would you like to open your eyes?
Fuck me, it's a pepperami man!
Unopened from 2010.
Nice.
It's from the World Cup promotion, the Pepperami Fanimal. Apparently it came back in 2014 and 2016 for Euros or another World Cup.
Yay sports.
So, some other football things.
Right.
You meant to throw him at the sofa or bash him, and there's a voice in there.
Oh.
Shall we
Okay.
open it and see if it works?
Oh no! Oh! You're going to break the mintage. He's opened it.
And let's see how
The
badly
packet
it's reacted.
Is, like, stuck to. The plastic. It's in the kind of plastic bag that you would get your Happy Meal toy in. So really flimsy, thin plastic.
It sticks to it, but I don't
And
know.
the pepperami is like that weird silicone-y, rubbery stuff.
I think it might have slightly reacted.
I think it might be a bit off.
I don't know if it's going to go back in the wrapper.
It's,
So let's see if this tab works.
the battery's not melted inside it by
I
now.
don't know. It's not even coming out.
I don't.
No,
You're being very brave.
That's not coming. The tag isn't coming out.
Yeah, I think probably the battery's melted itself to it.
It'll have to stay in mint condition,
Yes.
unused.
Yes, but now with fingerprints.
Like
It's
Wallace
very
and Gromit.
sticky.
Did you want to touch?
I really don't, actually. For once, I'm very glad you
You wanna
handed me
poke the
something
nipple?
in a plastic bag. No, no. It's almost giving me blobby vibes with the weirdness.
Oh no, I've got to put the instructions back in for extra mintiness. I've narrowly won a point this episode.
Well done. Well done. It's a good job we don't go on scoring points, really.
We were going to, but we quickly forgot about that.
Yeah, like literally after the second episode, we forgot.
I don't even know who won the first. Probably you.
You've won all the games, and I think I won a couple of tats, and then we forgot all about it.
Right, your turn. My
Your
eyes
turn
are
to-
closed.
Turn to hold and unfold the mystery of the contents of Karen's box. Excuse me while I go off mic ever so briefly.
have a rummage around inside your box.
Ooh, the hot cross buns inside my box smell amazing. I brought breakfast and I forgot to take them out of my tap box. Right, are you ready? I have the thing. I'm going to put it on the table in front of you and slide it between your hands and also try and speak on microphone again.
Okay.
There you go.
Right, another boxed item. It's a glossy box, clearly opened at one end.
Correct so far.
Right, let's see if I can... I don't know if there's anything else in the box.
There should be 2 paper
hang on.
things
Yeah,
in
there's
there.
something...
Oh, you've taken one of the... Right, you've got both the paper things out.
All right. So there's a paper thing. A booklet? Yes, it's a booklet.
It is a booklet.
That's not in braille even, so that's absolutely no help. And a leaflet. Or a sheet that's folded.
Yeah,
several
just leave
times.
that one unfolded in front of you for a minute or two, just until you're ready to look at it. Yeah, that one.
There we go, so that's to one side.
Leave that one there for now.
Right, so it's ribbed for my pleasure.
It is. Oh my god, 2 sexy things in a row.
There's a small recess here with 2 buttons on the left side. Oh, is it the right way round?
It is the correct way round facing you, yes.
Okay. There's some sort of logo on the top right of this plastic box, which is about the size of 2 decks of cards
That's
side by side.
exactly what I would have described it as.
Is it for holding cards?
No, it's not. But it is the size of 2 decks of cards.
Oh, these... Is it battery operated in any way?
It is battery operated,
that might
and
be
there
why
are
these buttons don't
there
do
are
anything.
batteries in it, and it does work.
Oh. Right, there's a dial on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's for.
Oh, there is some resistance to it, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's for. It feels like it could be... It's got the resistance of an old volume switch. Or
Okay.
an old hi-fi component, just to give you context. Or maybe a tuning switch on an old radio. But no, I can't get it to work. I can only find 2 buttons on it, and I can't get them to do anything. Oh no! I was pressing them down. They're switches, not buttons.
Oh yeah, they go up and down or side to side.
Right, I'm guessing is it some sort of recorder from the electronic click?
There is electronic.
No, I
Stuff
can see
about it.
I can feel a jack lead on there. Hang on. No, I can't feel any motion inside when I press that. Is it a portable radio of some kind?
No, but I mean, it does look like one. You can open your eyes if you want.
Oh, it's a stylophone.
It is a stylophone.
As advised by Rolf Harris.
Open the piece of paper I told you to keep next to you.
It is Rolf Harris.
This is a present from TJ.
Oh, excellent.
Of the variety show and co-host of Untitled Sci-Fi Show, sister programs on our little indie pod network.
Oh, that probably is a volume control.
I think it is volume, but I fucked about with it and I didn't feel like that it made much of a difference. So Tom found this last Sunday at the car boot sale in St Albans, and he gave it to me when I met them in the afternoon.
Oh, thank you very much. This is an excellent find. Oh, there's a switch on the front as well. Right, so... Have I turned it down completely?
I don't know. It was working the last time I touched it.
And me just a second ago.
Have you switched it off? No, it's on. Tommy's broken it immediately.
Have I run the batteries down already?
No, you can't have. Oh, Tom, I'm so
It made a
sorry.
noise just now.
He's such an ungrateful child. Right, we need more batteries just to check. I think they take 3 AA's.
Well, I've got those. I shall investigate after I found a screwdriver.
Okay. This is a stylophone pocket electronic organ or a mini synth, I guess. This particular one is made by Dubrek under license from Recreation Group PLC. Features on the stylophone are a vibrato.
Vibrato?
Vibrato?
Yes.
What's one of those?
It's how warbly it is, I think.
Hand tuning.
Maybe that's the dial underneath.
Maybe. Headphone socket.
Yes.
Volume control. MP3 function with two-way adapter and 3 sound modes. The stylophone synth has been used by many musicians from David Bowie to the White Stripes. Did you know that?
Oh, here
It's
we go.
working.
There we go. There's the vibrato.
That's very cool. Do you know any tunes?
I can't play Seven Nation Army, clearly.
What about Happy Birthday?
No.
Oh, okay. So the stylophone was first released in 1968. This particular one, as I said, takes 3 AA batteries and it is in proven working order. Now Adam has fixed whatever it was he did with it. Yeah, like I said, gift from TJ. You found it at the St Albans car boot sale last Sunday. I popped down to Hemel to meet TJ and Rob on Sunday afternoon because I'd been in Milton Keynes for the weekend. And we did a whole 2 birds, 1 stone meet up, and we had a nice little Weatherspoons lunch.
Excellent.
And I got to meet Miranda and T and Gemma and T as well, the other T. And they're all very lovely people. We had a great time. Well, I had a great time. But we also realised that I'm not responsible enough to be a parent, and I won't explain why. But no children were harmed in the process of Sunday.
Oh.
Round one.
Oh.
There will be very few silent nights with one of these knocking around between us. But now we've got a stylophone and we've got a what did I buy? A squeeze. Sorry, that was the mic. A squeeze box.
An accordion.
An accordion. So I think we're just going to have like a little Bandcamp episode.
Right, we need to get some cymbals and stuff so we can stick them to our legs. One-man bands. 2-man bands. 1-man, 1-woman band.
2-person band?
I think that's just a band, maybe.
Maybe. The black wobbly lines instead of the white stripes. Anyway, you can actually buy little mini synth drum kits as well. I was on Amazon looking for some facts and figures. I don't know how much Tom paid for this. I didn't ask him because it was a gift.
It's brand spanking new.
It's so cool.
Just look at the cellophane.
Yeah, this exact one goes for 30 quid on Amazon, same on eBay.
Holy smokes.
So, if he paid a £5 for it, it was still a good deal. I don't know, like I say, don't know how much he paid. But thank you, Tom.
Thank you very, very much.
We'll have endless hours of fun with this bugger. So, yeah. That's Tat, courtesy of Tom.
You definitely win.
Tom gets the point this time. It's cool, isn't it?
And I get a non-swatch poster. Hooray!
With Rolf Harris. Love it. Cheers, Tom. Can you guess what it is yet? Am I allowed to say that?
Oh, damn it. I can do nice better than that.
That sounded ace in my headphone. That's impressive. Time for a new game?
What have we got this time?
We have got Puzzle Panic. This was a Christmas present to us from my little sister Sarah and her husband Andy.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Andy.
Pod. So we are pulling it out to have a go.
I've never heard of this.
No, I've never seen it before either. It says, battle it out to find the speediest puzzle solver. Puzzle Panic. Challenges include riddles, number puzzles, letter puzzles, word puzzles, and flashback, which is a memory type
Okay.
puzzle. In the box, there is one bell, one die or dice, depending on whom you are and how you like to speak, one sand timer, and 200 puzzle cards plus instructions. So the aim is to solve each puzzle fastest and be the first player or team to win 10 cards. We don't have to play up to 10 cards. We can just stick a timer on and call it quits when we get to 10 minutes if you like. Getting started, place the die, bell and sand timer on a playing surface. Shuffle the cards in each sleeve and put them back into the same sleeves and lay them on the playing surface too. We've done that already. All players must be able to see the cards from where they're sat and be able to reach the bell. Hang on, let's make sure the bell is as equidistant as possible. Okay. For some of the questions, you will need a pen and paper, so ensure that each player has these handy.
I'll pause and grab some. Yeah, carry on.
Okay. How to play. Starting with the player whose first name comes first in the alphabet.
Yay.
That'll be you then. Players take turns to roll the die. Depending on how the die lands, they must play a card from the following sleeve. 1 is riddles.
Close.
2 is number puzzles, 3 is letter puzzles, 4 is word puzzles, and 5 is flashback. If you roll a 6, the player who rolled the die chooses the deck. They want to pick a riddle or whatever.
Free choice.
Free choice. Riddles, numbers, letter, and word cards. If any of these categories are selected, the player starts the sand timer, takes a card from the respective sleeve and puts it on the table. All players compete to solve the puzzle first. When they think they have the answer, they must quickly ring the bell and give their answer. The card is then turned over so that all players can see the solution on the back. If the answer is correct, the player who rang the bell takes the card. If the answer is wrong, the card is returned back to the back of the sleeve that it came from. If none of the players ring the bell before the sand timer runs out, the timer must be started again and a new card from the same deck is turned over. Flashback cards. If this category is selected, the player takes a card from the flashback sleeve and puts it on the table. All players must study the items and words on the card for 10 seconds, at which point the card is hidden from view. Then the sand timer is started. All players must write down all 8 items that were either listed or depicted on the card. The first player to write down all 8 must quickly ring the bell. The card is brought back into view, and if the player has managed to list all of the items correctly, they take the card. If they were wrong, it's returned to the back of the sleeve. If none of the players ring the bell before the sand timer runs out, the timer must be started again and a new card from the same deck is turned over. Winning the game. The first player or team to collect 10 cards is the winner.
Okay, we are back, armed with pen and papers each. Because of the 10-second timer rule, we're discounting number 5, the flashback cards.
Yeah, so we've removed the flashback cards because I'm basically too lazy to walk upstairs and get my phone so we can have a 10-second timer.
So I'm using my phone as the 10-minute timer for the episode.
And if you roll a 6, you get to pick your choice from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we've decided is if you remove the flashback cards, that then leaves 5 and 6 free. So if we roll a 5 or a 6, we can pick from whichever of the 4.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah, dealer's choice, roller's choice. If that makes sense.
Right then, so
And you're an A, so you get to go first.
Okay.
5.
5.
So you can pick whichever you like. So.
I'm going to pick a word puzzle.
Okay.
Let's see how regrettable this is. Does it matter which side?
The red side is the challenge. The blue side is the solution.
Right. Oh, yeah, sorry, it even says on that. Oh, this is going to be difficult for us both to keep looking at because this episode we're not side by side.
No, we'll just put it in the middle and put it up, which I can read upside down.
It says, find the missing words. In the following word ladder, each 2 adjacent words differ by 1 letter. Which words go in the blue rectangles?
Okay. Sorry, I'm holding my paper up because I could potentially see the back of that card, how you were holding it.
Sorry.
So I didn't want to cheat.
Oh, good gamesmanship.
Good gamesmanship. So what are the words that we've got? So it's
we've good,
1, 2, 3.
hood, blank, look, blank, luck.
Okay.
So.
And they need to be 4-letter words.
Oh, I didn't set the timer.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes. 10 minutes started now.
Okay.
So it's the. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
No, I've got no idea what I'm doing, actually.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. So what you need to do is replace one letter from the word above the blue space so that it becomes one letter away from being the word below.
I've got it.
I think I've got it.
I'm going to put my guess down.
Okay. So my guesses are hook and lock.
Oh, I've got hook and lick.
Ah.
Yeah, all right. You win the
Huzzah,
card.
I win a card. I'm ahead for a change. This won't
Congratulations.
last. Okay.
Don't need that.
Right, let's have a dice roll. Oh, it's a 6. I'll go... What did we just do? Word puzzle.
Yeah.
I'll go letter puzzle. This says... I'll read it out and then I'll put it so we can both see it. Solve the anagram. Can you rearrange the letters from each word to form a well-known saying? Okay?
Okay.
There we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I am turning over the timer now. Oh!
Am I
I hesitated, but you go for
Good things
it.
come to those who wait.
Yeah, you're right. I thought it was that, and then I hesitated, and then we both went for it at the same time. So well done, you. Let's just turn the timer back over that way so it takes less time to empty. So that's one each.
One. Oh, bollocks.
Numero uno, riddles.
Riddles.
I tried to roll my R then, and I failed miserably.
Oh, hang on. Wait for the egg time to run out.
It's run out.
Question. If you say my name, then you break me, what am I? Time starts now.
If you say my name... Oh. Silence?
Oh. Oh, well done.
Yes! Yes! 2-1 to me with like 3 seconds on the timer.
Oh, good point.
Okay, right. Oh, competitive Karen's coming out. Right, hang on, we'll just wait for this egg timer to empty again. That's the only annoying thing. It's like,
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
give it a slap.
There we go.
Okay, right. I thought you were going to say something, and in response to my give it a slap. 3. So, letter puzzles. Solve the anagram. Can you rearrange the letters to form a well-known phrase?
Oh.
Ready?
2 minutes starts now.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I hadn't even looked at the card. Yeah, we need the games master for this. You've won that one.
Yeah, sorry, I'm right.
All right, do you get another go?
Your turn, sir.
Oh.
It's a 5. Unless you want to re-roll because that went off the edge of the table.
Yeah, I'll be more.
It's a 6. Made no difference.
Let's go with the letter puzzles. We're both avoiding the number puzzles one.
Well, I'm deliberately going to pick a number puzzle next one.
Solve the anagram. Rearrange the things. Blah, 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 blah. Ready?
Blah, 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 blah. I've got my eyes closed.
Go. Think before you speak?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, well, you could have...
You're right. No, you are right.
Did you let me win that?
No, I didn't, because my brain was going leap. Leap doesn't fit. Where's leap coming from? And as I got to speak, you hit the bell, so well done.
I got distracted. The first letter in this looks more like cunt. K-N-H-I-T. No, I've got to start looking at other letters. I'm getting distracted.
The Kneets.
Right, your roll. Oh, egg timer.
Empty the egg timer. Come on, number 2.
I don't think it is making it any faster.
Well, the hole's only so big.
Yeah. Oh, it might have.
Well, it could have helped. All right. I'm going to go for... I rolled a 6, but I get to pick what I want, so I'm going number puzzle. Okay, number grid. Find all 3 of the number sequences in the grid below. They can be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. What?
Is it? It might be obvious if we look at it.
Find all... Right, okay, so there's 3 sets of numbers.
Is it a Sudoku sort of grid with... Oh.
There. And then there's a grid with numbers there. Sorry, I'm off mic for all of that. So I think what you have to do is find those sequence of numbers within the grid.
Oh, this isn't really going to work to write down because we're going to have to draw the grid. Unless it's the first... Unless it's the first person to just look at it.
Do you want to give it a go?
Should we do another different number puzzle now you've looked at that for a while?
Well, yeah, let's do a different one. 'Cause, I mean, I didn't pay much attention to it, but let's do a different one. I don't think they're all the same thing. So let's try a different one. Okay. Mystery formula. Can you find the mystery number? Oh, God. Blank thing equals blank thing 6 equals 30, blank thing equals question mark.
Doesn't think I will be able to. 2 minutes starts now.
Okay, so... I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess 8.
Oh, I misread that symbol as well. Damn my glaucoma. I thought that was star minus 6 equals 30.
Oh.
No, I thought star was 36.
Do you know what? I've minused it too. I'm wrong. I've got to be wrong. Oh, no, I'm not wrong. What? Hang on a second.
You got the answer right, no matter how you worked it out.
All right, I'll take it.
You got
There
the
we
right
are.
answer on there. How long have you got left? 3 minutes?
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
2 minutes. Come on.
I've got 4. What have you got? 2?
We might have time to do one more. Come on, egg timer.
That's it.
There we go.
Right, your roll.
Quick.
2. More number puzzles.
Cock. I was going to ask for a re-roll, but... yeah, star plus blank. You get...
Okay.
Sorry, no, I'm misreading it. Something divided by something equals something.
Okay.
Something times something equals something. Something times something. So the first one's division, the next two are multiplication.
Bollocks. Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Turn is the timer over and we shall begin.
Yes. 2 minutes.
Can I hazard a guess?
Yeah, go for it.
90?
Let me see if mine one's right.
Okay.
So we got star. Okay, I reckon it's 10.
Okay. It's 90.
Oh, well done. Yeah, you can see why I failed maths. Twice.
Oh, bless you. Maths is not my strongest suit, to be honest. It really isn't. Okay.
Well, I think that's going to be the timer up. Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing.
This episode's winner, Karen, with how many cards?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
To my 2.
Oh, good game, good game.
Easily won.
It honestly makes a pleasant change to be able to beat you at something.
Combinations.
Till.
So for the final part of the show, it's Bibliotat, and it's my choice of book. And it's one of my emergency books. I've had this just ready with tabs selected on the shelf for a while. So let's see what I've chosen.
Let's see what mysterious pages you've tabbed for us.
This book is called I Lick My Cheese and Other Notes from the Front Line of Flat Sharing by Una O'Hagan. This was £1 special book in the Wales Air Ambulance charity shop. As we've established, I have flat shared a couple of times with Gareth Gwynn of...
Right, name dropper, okay now.
I'm so not over it, podcast. I have also shared another flat. I lived down in Cardiff Bay with another person, which didn't go as well as sharing with Gareth. Gareth was a lovely person to live with. So the two stories I've got from sharing with Gareth was not long after we moved in. It was a student flat. I think I told you this story as well. So it was a student flat, and upstairs, it was a house subdivided into two, where the upstairs flats, downstairs were students. One day, getting ready for work, just about to head out the house, fire alarm goes off. So I spent a little while going around the house with Gareth, checking every single smoke detector, make sure there's no lights flashing, no, we're all fine. Right, let's go and have a look at the emergency panel in the hallway, just to see if there's a fault. No, it's the downstairs flat. Bang, bang, bang on the door. Nothing. Hammer on the door some more. We don't know, there could be a fire in there. We've kind of got to do something about this, so we've called the fire brigade. They turn up, police turns up, police are banging on the door, banging on the door, banging on the door, banging on the windows. A neighbour next door comes out to see what all the fuss is about with all the emergency services out in the streets. The police go in through their house, hop over their back garden, over the wall, and get in through the back of the house.
Right.
Because we've got no access from our flat. It's all self-contained downstairs. 6 students in there, all fast asleep.
Oh, they weren't dead then.
Not dead. Apparently, the police scared the absolute shit out of them, kind of slapping them across the face. So, hey, wake up, you all right? Come around. Jesus. Yeah, all sparked out. So they must have put something in the toaster, and within minutes gone back to sleep.
Idiots.
And slept through about half an hour of people hammering on the door, on the windows, and people breaking into the house, the alarm going off all that time. They must have had
some good drugs.
Christ knows. And the other time we had a story from that house, that's the one you heard from Gareth. Gareth and his girlfriend were sleeping in their bedroom, was woken with a noise on the windowsill. She sort of opened the blinds, peeped out, and there was a hand on the windowsill. And I think...
First floor now, not ground floor.
Not ground floor, first floor. Someone was making their way, they must have climbed up the drain pipe. So, she woke Gareth, banging the window. So they looked out the window. Somebody jumped down and landed in we have a little patio at the front. This guy's sort of huddling in the doorway and then runs off. Gareth goes down to investigate. There's diarrhea, shit all over the door. So Gareth calls the police, and the police say, well, we're not going to come and clean up. No, we're reporting that somebody's tried to break into our house.
Yeah.
We're not
use our toilet.
We're not expecting you to clean it up. We've no idea why they tried breaking in.
They should have sent a hazmat team round to clean that up. If that person had had a hepatitis or something, ugh.
But Gareth woke me up. I think, it was the morning after my 25th birthday, I think.
Yeah. Happy birthday, mate, by the way.
So I don't think I even went down to see what was up. Okay, let me know when the police get here. I'm going back to bed. 4 hours later, Gareth phoned back the police because they hadn't turned up. And they said, if nobody's there in 4 hours, call us back. So he called back. Oh, yeah. He went 8 hours later, the police finally turn up. That's when Gareth woke me up, and I'd gone downstairs to see it.
You slept all day?
I'd gone out for my 25th birthday.
Oh, yeah, good point. Sorry.
And that's probably one of the last big night outs I've ever had in my life. I've learned better since then. And so, that wasn't a good way to spend the morning after cleaning shit off the door.
No, definitely not. I mean, It would be bad if it was your own, but the fact that it was someone else's and they were a complete stranger, that's absolutely rank.
Do you have any interesting tales of flat sharing?
Well, I mean, I did share a flat in the first year of uni, but to be fair, the girls were mostly all right. I had my own toilet, so I didn't have to share a toilet, but I did have to share a bath or a shower. It was like 6 individual rooms in a flat with a large bathroom and a shower.
At least you had a toilet.
And a kitchen.
Small mercies.
Yeah, I had my own toilet, although I do remember falling asleep on that toilet.
It's your toilet, you can do what you like.
The cubicle was so small, it was literally just big enough to step inside and close the door behind you. The door opened outward. So, like, you sat on the toilet and then closed the door.
There was no room for the door to open.
The toilet roll holder was, like, face level on the door directly opposite you, which was about 2 inches further away from you than your knees were. And I'd been out drinking Archers, probably. I don't know if it's the same night that I fell over in student union and a very large, very handsome man picked me up off the floor before I realised I was on it. And then I flirted with him as he escorted me down the stairs and outside of the student union. Oh, God, I must have been such a mess. Oh, just even thinking about it now. I've never drunk Archer since. Anyway, I sat on this toilet in my little room. And I don't know how long I was on it for, but I distinctly remember waking up and having the toilet roll holder in my face because my forehead had landed on it. I'd fallen asleep and dropped forward. If I hadn't have closed the door, I'd have fallen straight off the toilet into my room. But most people I've like house shared with have been all right. I do remember Ruth being in a bed sit with a shared kitchen at one point, and the kitchen being absolutely rank. It was disgusting. I don't know how anyone coped with it, let alone my sister, because she's pretty tidy. So I remember spending a couple of hours helping her clean the kitchen, and it looked beautiful for about 2 hours until everyone else that shared the kitchen went in and then used it. So yeah, but
nice when it lasted.
Just people being arseholes, really. You share your space, you're going to end up sharing it with an arsehole. So live on your own, folks.
No, I can't recommend living on your own enough. It's amazing.
It is wonderful.
So your house is your own.
Yeah, you can fart as loud as you want, as smelly as you want. You can walk around naked all day, no one cares, as long as your curtains are closed. But I mean, I live high enough off the floor that no one can see me through my windows if I walk around naked all day, so...
You do have a big office building across the way from you.
There is a large office building across the way from me, but, maybe I'm lucky and they've got two-way glass and they can't actually see out of it or something. I don't know.
That's not how offices work.
And I don't care.
So from the book, I lick my cheese. Another note from the front line of flat sharing. So the first tab I've got in here, simply a post-it note. This phone has been up my arse. This came from a woman who's been away from her flat and who'd allocated the morning after her return to tidying up before her parents visited that afternoon. As she entered the flat, she walked in to find, judging from the general disarray, that a very successful party had recently ended.
Oh, joys.
With a distinct sense of panic setting in and realising that the tidying up operation in advance of the parental visit was going to be a bit more intense than she'd envisaged, she entered the kitchen with some trepidation. She was not wrong to be wary. On the kitchen floor, lying face down in a suit, was a gentleman she'd never seen before. Lying next to him was a post-it note. Attached to that note said, "This phone has been up my arse." When she gave me the note, she explained that the nameless man and the flatmates who were culprits of the party managed to clean the whole flat, and the visiting parents none the wiser. And the only evidence that anything ever happened that night is the note.
Why was the phone up his arse?
Revenge. Oh, there's a really good vibrate function, maybe.
Oh, I mean, maybe.
One of my flatmates, like yours, just enjoyed having washing up piling up in the sink, and all the crockery was mine. All the plates, all the dishes, all the bowls. There's still 2 very nice big bowls that he stole off me that I don't have.
Bastard.
On this note, the washing up you didn't do is in your bed. Cheers, Al.
Short to the point.
I should have dealt with it that way.
Yeah, if only.
The author's note for this one. It's one thing for young men to watch porn videos. It's another to leave them in the video recorder for their female flatmates to find.
Oh dear.
The lady who wrote this note said she made sure she left the note out for all to see. I've put your copy of My Whammies Are Bigger Than Pammies in your bedroom.
The worst part of that would have been as well, I bet it was a VHS. So that the woman would have known exactly how long it took the lad to sort himself out. Like, how far into the video was he?
Oh, hang on, this is a really worn section. This couple of minutes seems to be stretched on the tape. Daniel, I'm off to Savannah, taking bedsheets and walk. Enjoy Whitechapel, you shit. This is too long an explanation. Yesterday, when I found you going through my drawers and you were looking... So I'm trying to read somebody's writing here. It's really awkward. Yesterday, when I found you going through my drawers and you said you were looking for your paint, I think I was in shock just to see you in my room. Now that I think about it, why were you in my room? And why, if I did have your paint, why'd I keep it in my underwear drawer? Keep out of my room, you creep! I'm putting a lock on my door, and anything like this is harassment. I will call the police. What a terrible excuse.
I'm looking for my paint.
I'm pretty sure that's what the writing says. That is paint. It's not pant.
Yeah, it looks like paint. I was going to ask if all of the notes were easily legible.
No.
So obviously not. It was a fun book. Anyone who's thinking of sharing a home space with somebody should probably read this book.
Other people are the fucking worst. Don't. Oh, we both managed to stay awake till the end of the recording.
Yeah, we did, and we only needed one break.
Yes, I think that's a very good job. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well done, us.
Very brave of us.
Yeah.
Very, very brave.
We're so strong and
yes.
dedicated and middle-aged.
That's right, listener. You're right to be impressed by us. And thank you for listening and not falling asleep too.
Yes.
And unless you have, in which case you're asleep and hearing this bit. You're not so brave after all, but thanks for pressing play in the first place.
I wonder if someone falls asleep listening to us, whether they have random dreams related to things that we talk about in the podcast.
If you suddenly go and buy lots of pepperami or something tomorrow...
Oh, please don't go and buy lots of pepperami. Oh, God. I have to say sorry to somebody. And it's a bit off-piste. I didn't say that, it's just come to mind.
Do they know who they are?
No, and they won't listen to this, and I did apologise to their face. But I would publicly like to confess my sins. I am a terrible hotel guest.
What did you do with the toilet?
No, the toilet remained intact and absolutely fine.
Well, you're not that bad a hotel guest then.
I mean, I nearly had the woman behind the desk in tears before I even had the card for my room door.
Oh.
So, yeah. Holiday Inn, your booking system fucking sucks. Don't ask someone for their credit card or bank card information and then not charge them for the frigging room they think they paid for 6 weeks ago, so that when they turn up at the effing hotel, they then have to check their bank statements and their emails to convince themselves that they are right and the person behind the till is wrong, when the person behind the till is right and the person reading the emails that booked the room is wrong, because the small print is bollocks. Sorry, Adam is like trying to stifle coughs, burps and laughter while I'm having a little mini rant. So Holiday Inn, you can go fuck yourselves. But to the very polite lady that was behind the desk when I was checking in, that apparently went through the exact same process with my mother 20 minutes beforehand. Thank you, and I am sorry. And I did apologise to you the next day, to your face, and you very politely bowed and told me it was okay and it was fine. And I very adamantly told you that it was not okay and that it is not fine and that I was out of order, and I do apologise. But Holiday Inn, you can go and fuck off.
We're part of the Studio Channel 84 network. Check out the other shows. There's the Variety Show, where pop culture meets parenting with Tom. Thank you very much for the stylophone as well. That's awesome.
I had so much fun with that.
There's the Untitled Sci-Fi Show, home of the USS Shit Show original series.
Yay.
With Rob. There's Who Takes the Socks Off, the channel's panel show style podcast. And this spin-off series, Socks On or Off, where guests get to spin the wheel of Would You Rathers with Ross and Simon. And you can find us all at channel84.co.uk.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Brilliant. Done?
I have no problem with any particular hotel chain. Booking.com can go fuck themselves then.
Oh, yeah.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.